What's up, people? Fantastic day today. Another one in the money. Boom. That's awesome, right? Fantastic. You are absolutely killing it and doing awesome. So, today, another great day in the trading world. Cheers to that. As we continue to, a bit too much maybe. I was asking about the vodka, and yeah, maybe it's a bit too much today. Today, we have been forecasting dollar bearishness. We've been hoping for better dollar bearishness, and Gambler has sent me a lot of money banks. And you know what? I'm going to send that back because fantastic, bro. Yeah, great. What else can I say? Like, well, still going higher, still going lower on the dollar. That is just what we want, I would say. Nothing else. Everything is great. Everything is awesome. Everything is how it's supposed to be. There you are. I can then do that, and then that, and then copy, paste, 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 paste. There you go. Fantastic. Chief Hardy, welcome. So, what really happened today? We have to really go into this. This is actually very important fundamental analysis. The Fed, Powell, has spoken. Listen up. Grab your ears, grab your tea, grab your water, grab your Coca-Cola. We are going into Fed Powell speaking. Powell. Breaking news. I want to go to breaking news. What happened? Why are they talking so much all of a sudden? Like, breaking news, anyone? Breaking news. Fed Powell says the economy has a long way from the goals. Dollar edges lower. Jeremy Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, has said that the economy remains long way from achieving its inflation and employment goals. That is cold watering those who has believing that retail sales was too hot. His prepared remarks ahead of the testimony in Congress also acknowledged that the outlook has brightened. That's positive. The US dollar has retreating from the highs and stocks are bouncing from the lows. In the initial response, Powell also stated that it will take the time for substantial further progress to be achieved. In any case, he said the Fed will communicate changes on buy bonding well in advance. This is the most dovish statement that he has pledged not to tighten monetary policy solely in response to a strong job market. Another cautionary note is that growth has substantially slowed after the summer. Ivan Bidal, Avon FX, yours truly. So, what do I say about news going in your favor when you have the market direction with you? Now we have a day, it seems to me that the market just launched an attack on the markets, taking profit, many of them at the same time. We have Bitcoin taking profit, we have stock market taking profit, and now Powell comes out and says, hey, we're going to back up again. So who is actually going to win? Is it Powell? Is it stock market? Well, I earlier today said, I don't know to who, but somebody, probably Hardik, I said today was a buying day. It was just another fall for us to re-engage and to gear up a bit towards higher grounds. It might take a month, it might take a week, it might take 2 days, it might take only today before it goes higher again. We never know. And copper breaks above record high and tests 10,500 in the current supercycle. And then we go down to British pound breaks above. This is dollar weakness. Powell speech. Increase in spending unlikely to lead to persistent inflation. Monetary policy is a tool, cannot specifically target low wages worker and minority workers. expecting inflation reading to move up temporarily due to base effects. Could see spending pick up substantially in the second half of the year. We have already heard that before. That is nothing new. We already know that Q2 is going to be boom, amazing. Does not seem likely that increase in spending would lead to larger persistent inflation. That means whatever they're putting into the market now is not really enough to really, well, it's just to push the market. It's not making the market, just pushing the market. So the market is like an old car, like, you know, a veteran car where you're like, you have to like, what do you call it? You have to wave it on, like those old cars. You have to wave and wave and wave, and then it creates enough momentum, and then you can jump into the car, and then you put on the accelerator. So that's what I think the economy is like. Inflation is dynamic, not changing a dime, whatever. If we get unwanted inflation, we have tools to deal with it, meaning stop doing whatever they're doing. So, what does that mean? That means, hey, money. It means that Powell has gone from bearish to very bearish on the dollar. Let's call it that. So we just reignited the move, and we now got stimulus packages very time soon. That was passed in the House today. Good on that one. It has to go to the House, it has to go to Senate, then it has to go to President. But the most of the groundwork, the really hard, tough work, was now in the committee. It's been passed. Fantastic. And I do remember it to be 1.9 trillion. Nothing changed in that sense. So, what is really happening today? So, seriously, I'm eyeing G and GU and EU. Yes. Let it cool off, then swing again, go bananas. So, I'm not saying this is going to be like, let's move higher, like let euro rise, dollar rise, that euro dollar rise, that pound dollar rise. No, that's not what I'm saying. But in our beliefs of euro dollar going higher, we have now just more fuel, basically. And then there was a ton of other things as well. Fed does not take a position the raising minimum wage to $15 an hour. Okay. Increase in treasury yields due to expectation of return of higher inflation. That is a thing we also need to look at, that yields doesn't rise too fast. They will keep the policy accommodative, meaning stimulating the economy still. Okay. So the recovery was limited. So what really went down today is, it seems like, as I earlier said, that the market was dollar bullish. The market wanted to sell off the stock market, sell off the Bitcoin, and it was kicked by the Fed, by Powell. So what was earlier today was a 43. No, what's a 43%? So in the S&P 500 was down today 3% on the day. So it was down from 39,000 to 38,000. So 3950 to 38,000. 30,800, sorry. A drop of 3.73%. Okay, just a normal move. We are now green on the day. I don't know if it's green on, maybe we also have to close the gap. If we're closing the gap, we also need a 0.5% higher. Gap is from 38.76, and we're currently at 38.55. So another 20 points up. What does that mean for us? It means that it closed back, or it came back, and the fall was stopped. It wasn't the landslide that the market seemed to have wanted to do today. It just slipped a bit. So, what are we expecting now for the future? What are we expecting for tomorrow? What are the expectations? Okay, let me do some expectationary lines. Okay, This has to do with two things that I want to mention. Mentorship students, have your ears open and not closed. For Australian dollar, US dollar, we can start with today. 78 is a price of monthly central for next month. And I think that's where the market actually wanted to go in the end today. That it wanted to have a deeper pullback so it can catch some more buyers coming in. Like it did earlier in February, coming into February, and then rising higher from that low, and then the whole higher. I think I'm gonna do that again. And I think that's why the upside of Australian dollar US dollar was limited. But I think as long as we are still playing around the 79 area, when we're still holding it, we're still cool, we're still buying, we're still moving higher, we're still doing great. But remember that 79.50 is the target for the week. So heads up, bros. And if it comes down to 78, mamma mia. Let's go bananas. Very important. Good. So that I have a plan A, which is just let it go higher. Let Asia take it higher. And if Asia doesn't take it higher, I would launch the attack at 78. Fantastic. Though this webinar does not contain any investment advice, it's only for education purposes, potential or entertainment purposes, and only talks about my personal opinion only. Yeah, profit taking, kill, late buyers, charge again. Euro, dollar. Let's try and see the other side. What could market go negative? It could be because people feel like the market is too high. We are taking profit. Australian dollar in particular, pound dollar in particular, has moved much more than a euro dollar, for example. So that for those markets to come down again, to get a better price. So what is really a good decision for them is to take profit, get a better price, so it doesn't cost too much for them. Cost of trading, new month, so low entry. What else? New month, lower entry, cost of trading is too high for them at the moment. Overextended. But the thing is here, people, even though I say these words, even though I say those comments, that doesn't mean anything in the end. If the market wants to go higher, if the market has decided this is where we're going to go, we are going to go there anyways. No matter what these retail traders has done today, let's look at those people. This is updated 5 p.m. So that's after all those moves where we have Australian dollar. Oh, they have taken profit on the shorts, so they're no longer so short. I wonder why. Maybe going into more buys. I wonder. So maybe that's the reason why we should fall, because they are going into buys now. They're coming more into shorts on euro. That is fantastic. And less buyers. That's also fantastic. So turning bullish now on euro. For pound, they are less sellers. There's less buyers, but still heavily shorted pound dollars. So that should also rise. New Zealand dollar is also heavily shorted, and even more shorted now than earlier, and even more buyers. Okay, great, whatever. So still 66% of retail traders that are trading New Zealand dollar, US dollar are short. Pretty good on the dollar bearishness there. So, meaning most of retail traders are buying dollar. And for the love of God, Maria, Joseph, and all of his carpenter friends, please do not buy dollar. Don't be crazy. Don't be stupid. Okay, maybe not. Don't be. Just make up your mind. Okay. Sorry, I take that back. I'm not be stupid. I'm taking it back. Just do your work. But currently we are not bearish on the technical side. Okay, so for tomorrow we are thinking, something around current price for tomorrow. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. This shows to me a question mark. Marcus says, I don't know. Maybe we're going lower. So where do we go if we go lower? I would take profit if we're going lower. If we break below here tomorrow, I'm like, adios, amigos. I might be a dumb idea, might be a not so good idea. But if we go below here tomorrow, by around 120, 120, I wouldn't be too happy about it. I will rather go low, buy again there, so I don't have the possibility of us going down to 120.50, and that could be the buy. Because of its indecisiveness, that would make it go higher because of Powell. That makes me worried that we are not going higher. But until now, as long as we are still here, and we don't go below 121.20, sorry, we're good. All right, fantastic. So, continue higher mission. GU, all right, this has a higher high. This is great. Never came back to my buy price for today. Okay, all right, fantastic. Then we have the weekly take profit at around 140, 130. Very close coming up. So yeah, is that the top? That we might see a larger fall here. Do not be surprised, my man, my winners, my warriors. For your information, Morgan Stanley has end of the year target of S&P 500 at 3,900 for base case. At 38.50 now, and bull case is 41.50, I think. So you mean it's going to range until end of the year? That doesn't make sense. And of course, we could have a larger dramatic. That only applies if Morgan Stanley then prices in a larger pullback that would take time to recover from. And I do remember that the bull run in the stock market, seasonality-wise, should be done by March. And that normal, normal returns in the stock market is not good between March and October. And that there's normally a low in June. Okay, could possibly be happening. Take me up with them, I will punch them in the face. So we have pound dollar going higher. Another day, great buy, fantastic. It didn't get my entry, but it is what it is, I guess. So the wife has said, she's asking me what I'm doing. What should I respond to her? Anyone? What should I respond to my wife? What am I doing? Anyone has a funny comment? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So what Teddy says that we are now turning away from Tesla and Amazon and those tech companies, and more going over to Microsoft, Coca-Cola, those who has really underperformed in this area. So I said I'm saving retailers from losing. So that is, so what Teddy's talking about is something that I have had it in my mind. I don't know if I've said it publicly, because I can't claim that I've said it publicly. I think I've said it publicly, but just for the record of not going through hours and hours of, hey, did I actually say it? I can say it now that that is something that I would expect in the end, where we're going into more value companies. Delta Airlines, when airlines comes back online, those legacy old companies going that basically Berkshire and Warren Buffett is investing in. Look at his portfolio. But yeah. Seeing guru videos. Yeah, that's funny videos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Kiko. Is that Coca-Cola company or Coca-Cola? What's called? Coca-Cola. Is that Coca-Cola? Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's really underperformed. So that would be a good buy right now. Yeah. So it hasn't really risen from the low, which is just 35%, 40%. Yeah. I would say that. So we are going up to 60 at least. So yeah, I'm wondering why Coca-Cola is not selling anymore. Is that a problem? Is that the problemos? We can go to DXY, but no worries, don't worry. Don't you worry about a thing. No, no, no. So here we are. I don't think that is Victor, no. CDXY 1923 to that's actually to 73. Okay. Isn't it too high? That's too high, bro. That is that's a total bullish. That's a total bullish move. And that's the weekly sell price. And if we go up to 90.50, we have the monthly sell price. Is that a good sell point? Yeah, technically, I wouldn't love it, but of course, it happens. It happens. Yeah, on a daily. Yeah, no, it's still not enticing me. Because the reason why is because we broke this low yesterday. So we had an uptrend here, and then we kind of broke that one. Can we go all the way up there again? Almost? Yeah. I would call that a plan ZZZ. That's a plan that's like the worst plan I can take. Yeah. So let's look at Norwegian Cruise Lines. So we got really Norwegian Cruise Line H. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. They actually haven't moved from COVID, but have they started cruising again? Like, have they started up cruises again? Like, you know, we had a cruise line that did some Svalbard, North Poles kind of shenanigans, and they got COVID and they got stopped down and shut down and all those things. Because it just took in Philippine workers straight from Philippines. Okay, they had COVID tests before, but when they came to the ship, they had they got sick and the whole ship got infected by, was it 50 members and 20 crew or something? Like, it was outbreak. And they didn't put them into quarantine. Was eagerly waiting for your live. Haha, here we are, finally. Well, I've been here for half an hour, so cool. Prospects are good and future bookings off the hook. Abbas Muhammad says, what the heck is this? Norwegian Cruise Lines is formerly owned by Norwegians, or still owned by Norwegians. It is a cruise ship company. that has fantastically large boats, like 5,000 passengers capacity, and they travel around Caribbeans in the winter and travel to like Europe-ish in the summer. Um, and yeah, they go from like I think it is Miami down to Saint Martin something ish. So you have a whole range of maybe Costa Rica. So you have a whole range of islands you can visit. So Norwegian, I mostly cruise line. So I normally see them on Discovery Channel because these are their boats. It's basically floating hotels. Is that what you call it with? I don't know how many. I don't know how many pools they have, but it seems like fun. Seems fun, with a slide and stuff. So yeah, it's all about the future of us. That once this booking starts coming in again, they are going to start making money again. And the other thing is that this is a company that the government of America will save because it's so large and has so large impact on the economy that it have to save them, such as Delta Airlines, such as Bank of America, I think it is. Like those will, no matter what, maybe also Coca-Cola, no matter what, will be saved anyways from bankruptcy because they are too large to collapse. The fan trade is in vogue. Buy things that people will be excited to do when COVID gets better because the demand is there. Well, the first day of COVID, you should have bought Netflix. Hi, Ducky. Okay, they are based in Bermuda, Ducky. I do apologize for my misinformation. Shame on me. Bad boy. Myers, is it true that BTC down, gold up? If yes, how strong is that statement? It is basically watched by charts. If you look at the charts, that's what happened. And when you have simultaneous moves, you kind of also seen Bitcoin going through the roof, and you've seen gold not really having any demand at all. And when that thing flips on the same day, you kind of look into it and say, hey, that might be the same people. Money doesn't move. Money doesn't go away. It's also like, what do you call it? Energy. Energy never goes away. It just goes into different form. Is that what it is? Yeah. It's just transformed into something else. I think it's energy. So yeah, money doesn't move. It just go into different assets so they can bring the money in. So yeah, gold up, Bitcoin down. Yeah, fantastic. Euro dollar has already been done. I'm sorry, bro. We can go back in this live and look at it. Fantastic. So, by the way, we are definitely looking for euro dollar to go higher. The weekly target is 2150 so far, and we shall see where to go. 2150 right, and that's not true. 21, 22, 16, 17. Okay. So Dixie, we want to go lower, but someone's saying this might be going higher. I don't really know. Until we break 90-20, I am still going to see this going down. Okay, that's my word. So is it true? Yeah, it is true. That BTC and gold. So gold went higher. This is today. Let's go today. This is gold today only, and BTC is down here, where it just down. If I look at on breaks, down from 58 to 44, 45, 45, 45, 45, 91. That is a 23% decline in one day. And I've seen people saying we can have a 40% fall on Bitcoin. Just buckle up, people. Buckle up. And the reason why is because Yellen and your guru, Elon Musk said that. What did they say? They said that the BTC or Bitcoin was too much. Well, it was not a good investment for retail traders, and basically poking a hole into this being a good investment. So really, this is not a good thing for the short-term demand, at least. But I think this is not retail traders. This is large. This is hedge fund managers doing this. This is people in control of the market doing this. This is not children's play. I think the European governments are suppressing the euro from going up. Absolutely correct. Or they're trying to, gambler, because they are an exporting nation or country or area, economic area, and they want a low euro. They hate euro being at 121. But they can't force, well, they can always force the market so far, and Australia also wants the Australian dollar to fall, but it's just rising. It keeps rising. It keeps rising because that's where the market wants it to go. So yes, it's true that ECB wants it to go lower, and Lagarde has straight up and said it is too high. Didn't bother. New Zealand, Aussie, Pound, all of the pairs are outperforming the euro. Yeah, that also has more to do with the economic development of the euro area at the moment, which has a lot of lockdowns, which is slow with vaccinations, and didn't really put a lot of money into the stimulus checks or stimulus packages. So if you look at the biggest three, which is stimulus, Stim is it's a fail there. It's a fail on the stimulus. Well, not fail, but it's low. Okay, so I would give them a fail /1. And then on the vaccines, they are getting a, was it FE maybe? They're getting an E/2. So 1 is the worst and 6 is the best. And the economic performance at the moment is there. It is not great in any sense. So generally speaking, let's go with an E and 2. So generally speaking, euro isn't doing great in any shape or form of the biggest things that people and hedge fund managers are looking at in an economy currently. So yeah. You almost sold your BTC. Okay, you never know. You can't really time the market. There's no way to know. Is that a good one? Is that a good gambler? Long stimulus, below vaccination growth, or no vaccination development, dev, and then low economic performance. So this is what you expect from euro anyways, but all the strength comes from dollar weakness, basically. Yes, I will do GG, Abbas. Do not worry. You are here, Sarah. Welcome, Sarah. I'm so happy that you're here. Click the like button, please, people. She's the queen. Sarah is absolutely the queen today. We bow our heads in your absolute fantastic message of hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm, or for you appreciating the amount of knowledge I try to give you. ECB, BOE can fight to some point, but the Fed is main base in Forex, in my opinion. Absolutely correct, Abbas. Boom to you. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, both of you, fantastic comments today. Yeah, dollar Fed is ruling the world and is basically just making anyone else follow along with whatever they're doing. So, pound yen. On the weekly, we are seeing price did not hit the weekly entry. If we go HOT, hot. If we go HOT a bit too high, we might see 149.50 and then fall and then doing that. So we might be here by Monday would be a great idea. If we are here on Monday, I don't like that. But we need to be a little lower so we can take the next month at a go. So if we end price up here, people, be aware of what we're doing. Okay? Be aware of a sell-off. Currently, just moving higher, continuation higher. For the day tomorrow, we're looking into around 148.20 and then moving higher. Congratulations. Boom. Whatever I'm saying, this webinar is only for education purposes. Okay. Anything else on DJ you want me to do? We are pound bullish, we're yen bearish, we're still going higher, we're still just riding the trend, we're just, doing fantastic, amazingly higher. We are still quite bullish, and the the moving averages that somebody used, has been elevated, and yeah, it's definitely not necessarily, there's a big gap here. So if it takes a downtown turn to go higher again, I would say the best. Johnny Jar, fantastic. Welcome, amazing human being. Boom. Hope that you have gone through or will go through this live, because I've given quite a lot of information that is important or valuable to you. So it's that. Talking about ECB, talking about pound, talking about dollar, mostly Powell, and what he said today, and where the dollar's going to go. The thing is, are we now at such a high point that we're just going to fall? I don't think so. What is my opinion on gold? Well, okay, all right. Straight to the point. Nothing in between. And by the way, people, I don't know how much this gang this week has made. I haven't really done the account, but let's just do a bit of a recap. Just a small recap. Can you do a small recap? I want to do a small recap. Just something small, because I want to do it in the beginning of this thing. I didn't, but I'm sorry. So we said this week we're going to look for buys. So we bought at open, fantastic, still in profit. We bought today, fantastic, still in profit. So that's profit. On euro, we bought at, I didn't buy it open, buy it at here at 121, fantastic. We are then 15, not 15. How much is it in profit? 51 pips in profit, fantastic there. On Aussie, we are around 41 pips in profit. Pound dollar, didn't get anything there. Pound yen, New Zealand, nothing here, but we had a couple of daily trades, sorry, and should be 22 pips in profit there, nothing yesterday. Okay, so that's kind of the thing here, and then this one should be 48 in profit. I don't know the count, but I think we are around 150 pips in profit from Sunday. Now, gold. What is really going on here? First of all, turned like a bottom. I see this is, oopsie daisy. This is resistance. That's my takeaway. So first of all, I do use pivot points. Pivot points gives me future support and resistance. And then I see that. So this is resistance. This is resistance. This is support. And I'm still thinking down. Technically. Does that mean we can't move higher? We can. It's just not the right time as of yet. Here, we can still fall further before we're going higher. So there's still a lot of potential in this area and still be allowed to go higher. Because, one, we can stop here. That is potentially A. We can stop here, our plan B. And we can make a double bottom of the double bottom. And that is plan C. So if you have from 1804 to 7070, that's $35 in stop loss and still be okay with it. You probably want to see a higher high, pull back, and then continuation as the plan Z. So what is my view? I want this to go higher. I have said on the weekly Forex forecast for this week that I am disappointed. I have not seen what I wanted to see as a buyer, but I have been uplifted with the previous week's move higher. That's all. But generally speaking, lower. I want you to make a higher high, and then we can go higher. And how high are we going to go? Until when? I'm not so sure, to be honest. Fundamental direction is higher, and then we shall see. Abbas, what are you saying today? Abby says hi. Hi, Abby. Fundamental question: how is ECB, you think, can fight versus the Fed? So basically, when you're trading euro dollar, you're trading the dollar. Euro in a sense, but it's like the little brother that you always have anyways. He still anyways will be influential by whatever you decide to do, because he still wants to follow you and still looks up to you. So for whatever the euro does, it's still weaker. It still has a weaker response to the also less money to respond to the COVID. And what has the American put in? They have put in, was it $4 trillion? $6 trillion? Putting in 1.9 now. And they put in 600 in December. Total of 6. Is it 6? Is it 650 now? Trillions, and euro put in somewhere around 800 billions. So they are far away from having the same effects on the market that the ECB, that the Fed has. Thank you, Johnny, very much. What about oil? Okay, we can do oil. Thank you, Abbas. You are very, very helpful. Thank you. So, we today have 14 likes out of 16 people. That's fantastic. Great. Another thing that I want to discuss with you today. I'm not here to sell anything. I just have to mention stuff, okay? I only mention stuff. I have a Discord channel that you can join if you want to. And I do also have a mentorship that is currently in the last day for $100 a month. It is the only offer I'm ever going to do on that low price ever again, I think. Basically because it was a one-time thing. I didn't plan for it, and I don't think I like the price. So it's kind of now or never. And it works until entirety. So it's a 50% off at the moment. That's all. But it's up to you if you want to. There's no need. Then I mentioned that, and you can go to ivanfx.com, I think. If you... No, that's not... Okay. I have to give the link. So, I don't know where I put it. Where can I put it? I think the code is M100. So, code 100. Code M100. Even when I go to checkout at Ivan. EIVINDFX.com. Fantastic. Now, oil. Where do you think this is gonna go? This one is a wild one. I must say. It's already taken profit for the week again. We're still rising. We hit 63 almost. As long as we are above 58.70, we're still bullish. This one is take profit and it's done for the week. That doesn't mean it can go higher. It only means that if it comes down to 59.80, can go higher again. Remember, we also want to go into the next month target entry prices and think of that one too, because we're now going into that one, and that is down to 58.76. So maybe it just ranges and then dips down there on Monday and then goes higher, potentially. From GJ, EU, GU, GJ, and UCAD, BTC, lol, go ahead. Your link spreading there by me when you make 1 million. And I want 10%. Well, great, fantastic. You get 10% if you give me 1 million. Well, I make 1 million and you get 10%. Okay. Then you have to ask the wife. She's the money manager about she's the manager of spending. So if you want something there, that's where you want to go. What else? So generally speaking, looking to go up as long as it's above 58. New Zealand, anyone making a higher high on today? Fantastic, going higher, going higher, going higher. OOOB, fantastic. I would like this one to fall a bit though, but I kind of didn't get it. It was only today there was a buy price that came down there, and there was one on Friday. Okay. And now we're making higher highs. So we're making money at the moment. That is good. And then new high, pullback, and then continuation. Bye bye, adios. What's for dinner? Dinner was lasagna. And lasagna was leftovers from yesterday, and I would sometimes advocate that lasagna is even better the next day because the spices has, you know, for God's sake, I love it. Okay, great, I can eat it every day. You know, it doesn't really matter what the, if it's, you know, can mix together nicely and the cheese is amazing. Of course, hot or cold, lasagna all the way. What else are we into today other than profits? Why do you hate New Zealand? Stop being a boy. Stop being a man. No, start being a man about it, you know. Do a small trade on it in the direction of the trend, and, you know, demo, of course, I can't say that you should, but don't want to have you make investments, but, you know, like, just paper trade it. If, man, really? New Zealand is not that bad. You can even give you some dinners today. Do you do any profession or business other than training? Nah. I don't know. Trading is my main income, I guess. Do I do anything else? Well, I'm not a business person. I like businesses. But no, I don't do that on a day-to-day basis. No, I don't. I would love to, maybe. You can ask my wife. You know, she's a businesswoman there. Your best pair is Oz New Zealand. I absolutely hate it. I'm sorry. I just have to say that. I can't stand Australia, New Zealand. It doesn't even, you can't even, I don't know how long, many years it is even since I looked at it on a personal level. But have I done any business before? Because anything business-wise I've done before that I'm like, I think that's amazing. I have done Airbnb. I have done Airbnb of the apartment. That went, yeah, good, great, minimally ish, yeah. So that was a bit weird. A bit of weird people coming in, but I mean weird. Then I mean that the costumes asked. I've ever the first time and only time I've ever got a phone call from customs asking if I knew this and this person because they claimed they were supposed to book my place. The reason why is because they were high as a kite. So I later realized that they were doing some Snoop Dogg things in the apartment and we were not happy at all. I think we in the end kicked them out. I think it was supposed to be the 4 days and we kicked them out on the third day because they held a party. They were doing Snoop Dogg things and they had way many more guests than we ever allowed to. So yeah, that was one of them. Yeah, but it gives you small, slow money. You know, it's it's just like an old car. It's a well-fined machine where it just goes and goes in your direction. It just give and give and give. And the other businesses I've done. Businesses. I'm a business person. I should have more thoughts of this one. Or is it only in my brain? I've created some websites along the way. I've created some. I've done a media company earlier, where I did websites and stuff. But so I'm a computer guy, by the way, coding. But well, I made a website for my wife when she was making dresses and skirts and stuff as a side hustle. True. She's pretty amazing on that one. I doesn't know how. I do know, but I don't want to know how the sewing machine works. And it was tons of work for her. But yeah. So we set up the business, set up the website, and people only ordered through WhatsApp. So it was absolutely a waste of money. I haven't seen a weirder market response ever, where you're trying to impose credit cards and Pesa, which is in Kenya, like seamless. Just buy whatever, give in comment section what your size is, and we can make it for you. But people still went to WhatsApp. I don't understand anything of it. So we wasted tons of money on that. And it was frustrating, but it seems to be like, oh, it's just a gallery. But yeah. Where are we now? I've never tried affiliate marketer. No. Oh, Angela is in the house. Look at that. Do you look at Australian Swissy and Pound Swissy? You know what? Since you are such a sweet person that asks the same question twice and even has a caps lock on the first one, good one. We will do that. So, what should we? Oh, damn! Like, what? This is like a piece of rocket ship. Why didn't anyone tell me to buy this one? Okay. The first thing I see is manipulation of Swissy. That's the first thing I see. Because how can things be so incredibly weak? I haven't seen news coming out of this one, but hey, it is what it is. So, do you trade Australian dollar Swissy? I would love to, but I lost too much to it, and it's just frustration about it. So, I will do weekly. Oh, it's already target. Sorry, mate. It just goes a straight line. So, this is like trying to catch a moving train that is going so fast. If you want to buy it, girl. Well, I can't stop you. I can't stop you, lady. Oh, I can do proper. What I would do, as a lady of your rank, I would say wait for a pullback tomorrow at around 71.20-ish, and then you can take it higher. Put your stop loss below the previous low, and then as you go higher, you try again, and you try again. Once things starts to go rocket ship, do remember that the rocket ship down can also be as fast down again. So I don't see Aussie Swissy, Euro Swissy, Pound Swissy being so one directional in my entire life. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, okay? Just be aware of whatever goes up tends to come down. Whatever goes up tends to go down. So small lot sizes, you know, just try as you go, and then put your supposed to break even as fast, not fast as you can, but as it has gotten some profits, so the next one you add, so you know, as you buy at the first one, you have 50 pips here, and then it goes into 50 pip profit, and then you buy it again, and then it goes up and 50 pip profit again. So you just keep moving higher and just keep adding, but the same risk every time, because you only add once the other one is break even, which is stop loss to break even price. So you just move as you go higher, and then if it comes back down again, you don't lose anything at all. Okay. So right now it is an extremely expensive price because there is no pullback. It's not supported at the moment. So Australian Swissy and Pound Swissy, same thing. Very expensive price at the moment. Something that does rocket ships like that tends to come back fast. So I do not recommend this thing, even though I don't give it advice at all. But let's call it, it is not a market that I want to be, that you as a professional trader should be in. You can be in at any point here, great. But once they start doing the rocket ship things, it goes out of the atmosphere of let's do this repetitively again and again and again and again. Okay, if we can do this again and again, this is again and again because this happens again and again. But when you have rocket ships, I don't think that's very normal for the market to rocket ships. So you're much welcome. Show GJ retailer really funny, really come. Yeah. How many retail traders are shorting the pound yen, eh? We have 70. If you are a retail trader shorting the pound yen, I do feel sorry for you. Stop doing it. Mamma mia! Luigi! Mamma mia! I can't remember the theme song of... have we made money while we're sitting here? Yeah, it's getting higher. Okay, great, fantastic. But yeah, other people. Is this short? No, it is not shorting. And I've seen on those various Facebook pages that they are looking to short pound dollar. They're looking to short pound yen, and they're looking to short euro dollar. And it is absolutely frustrating. Okay, we are 22 people here right now. People, if you are shorting pound dollar, if you are shorting pound yen, if you're shorting pound euro dollar, Australian dollar, please, we will have a conversation of how we do technical analysis. And if you know anyone who does do this on a regular basis going against the trend, I will love. I don't know if I will pay money to that people to talk to that person, but if we can just get if we can just get a whole bunch of those, get into those groups and say, hey, tell the truth. I actually told the truth once to one WhatsApp group, and I was banned. Because I said the fundamental bias was this and this reason why. And I was back in November, December, I think, and I was banned. And the owner wanted me to go to his mentorship that was costing $150 a month. It was a lifetime, but I have to pay money. So I was kicked out. I was basically removed from just giving the people some simple advice, and of course it was against whatever he was trading. So, sorry guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to convince just by telling people to go with the trend. I feel like I am. Who am I in the Bible? Who was going against everyone else? I don't feel like Judas. It's not Judas. I am like Paulus, like someone who was haunted, who went into the lions. Was that David? I feel like David. I feel like David. David and Goliath. Like a small man just trying to do big things. I have small, medium. I have small people. But yeah, and the reason why it's difficult for her international is because it costs $60 in customs. Well, sorry, postage. It's extremely slow and extremely all those things. You short a euro dollar and you gain 20 pips, and you are one of the. Sorry, I won't call you stupid. I'm sorry, I won't call you stupid, but I would call you courageous and absolutely. Yeah, don't do it. Like I don't know how much I'm up. Like I made alone 3,000. Okay, I'm not sure. It's between 3 and 4,000. I can't remember the exact word, the exact number. But it's 3 and 4,000 pips on your dollar buying in November, on December alone. So it's the same thing again. Nothing has changed. It's even stronger now than before. Yeah, and have fun with those 20 pips of yours, but I got 3,000. So I don't know what you want. Do you want 3,000 or do you want 20 pips? That's totally up to you. Okay. Cheers. I lost 10,000 in 2004. Came back in 2005. Lost with 5K. Hit the 200K mark. COT style manage, guys. You can make it. It went from 5 to 20,000 yesterday. But yeah. So actually, I'm slowing off right now. We are going higher. I will do the week daily setups for the mentorship students for tomorrow. Those are exclusive to those. So if you want to have my exclusive thoughts on a 10 minutes video every single day when I'm not live, great, fantastic. Until then. I see you. Wait, I'm gonna give the link to the Discord channel. Is that in my... No, it's not really that. Until then, it's in the description actually. I will put it in the comments. Okay? Boom. Okay? Have a great day. And subscribe for whatever reason. Please subscribe. So I can follow me. Because I didn't give out the link on Sunday and I had a live and people didn't know. So I'm sorry. You need to be subscribed as well. I am not perfect.